Hi, my friends. This is Mrs. Alexander. Welcome back. It's been a long time. We are actually starting a new class in Skylark. We're doing CS20, and our first section is on coordinates. In this unit, we'll be dealing with a lot of code that will care where things are on the screen. To answer that question, we'll first need to learn about coordinates. Here are learning targets for the lesson. I can use numbers to describe where something is on the screen. So we have pixels. Pixels are tiny dots that make up the screen. All computer screens are made up of the pixels. Some computer screens are different sizes or resolutions, so they might have a different number of pixels in them. These dots are so small that you cannot see them individually. The windows that open when we run our programs are 1018 by 573. This means there are 1018 pixels wide and 573 pixels tall. So let's look at this. Wide, tall. Here we go, you guys. Coordinates. Coordinates are two numbers that mark a position on the screen. Whenever we need to refer to where something is on the screen, we will do so by giving its coordinates. The two numbers represent the horizontal, so left to right, and vertical, up and down positions. Remember, we also have coordinates when we're graphing in math. So here are our coordinates. To get the coordinates, we ask the following questions. How far away is the point from the left edge of the window? So if we're looking right here, this is our 0, 0. Now, if we're looking at a graph, you guys, we'll do this, and usually our 0, 0 is right here. But in Skylark, we do it where it's at the top, and we work our way down. We also want to know how far away this point is from the top edge of the window. This gives us coordinate position. In this case, the dot is at 500 pixels from the left and 300 pixels down. We call the first value, how far from the left, the X value. We call the second value, how far from the top, the Y value. When we refer to a location on the screen, we give the coordinates as X, Y. So if we look at this point, our X is 500, our Y is 300. So we write it like this. Parentheses, 500, 300, unparentheses. When we the top left corner of the window is always 0, 0 because it is 0 pixels away from the left and top sides. So right here is 0, 0. Let's keep going. You guys are doing amazing. Keep up the great work. If we put splash at that position, 500, 300, then the center of the sprite is at that location. We say that 500 is Splash's center X and 300 is Splash's center Y. So you see how Splash is half of her, in the middle of hers right there. Let's take a look at the blocks we will use in this lesson. We're going to look at all the blocks and then I'll go back and we'll do the lesson. Here we go. Here we get coordinate blocks. They are in our blue motion category. We can use these blocks to find out where the center of the sprite is on the screen. Get X will tell us how far right it is, and get Y will tell us how far down it is. See this? My center X, my center Y. Set coordinate blocks are also in the blue motion category. These blocks move a sprite to an exact location on the screen. The sprite will be teleported to that location. So we have set my center X to this and set my center Y to this. Finally, distance is also in the blue motion category. This block is used to judge how far away a sprite is from some point on the screen. If we want to see how far a sprite is from another sprite, we can put the sprite's coordinates in for the X and Y positions. So we are now done with the slides, you guys. So let's go and check out how we'll use the code. So here we go. We want to select Boulder. So right here, I'm going to select Boulder. And for Boulder, I want to create a new event. So I'm going to go to coding and go to timing, and I'm going to grab every frame. We want him moving right by 20 pixels. Okay? And then every second, so I'm going to grab the every blank seconds, I'm going to put 1 in there. We're going to print. So we're going to print the X. So I'm going to go ahead and pull out all the prints I know I need. I need a print X, print Y, and I'm going to put it in a blank so my numbers have a space in between. So now I'm going to go to motion and I'm going to print my center X and my center Y. Oh, that's X. Make sure we get one of each, you guys. So I have X and I have Y. So we're going to run it and see what we get. You ready? Here we go. Look at how right here it's telling us where his center X is. If you notice, his center X is changing, his center Y is not. Okay, and that's because he's walking on a straight line. Values smaller than 0, bigger than the size of the screen mean the sprite is off screen. So you guys, we're going to keep moving. We're going to create something new. We're going to say every 3.5 seconds. So every 3.5 seconds, we want to set excuse me. Sorry, you guys. We want to set his center X to 400. Oh, sorry about that, you guys. Here we go. Let's see what we have. You see how he jumps back? Every 3.5 seconds, he jumps back to 400. Okay, guys, let's go and see what we can make him do now. Now, we're going to go back to Boulder, and we're going to delete the every 3.5 seconds. In every frame, we're going to use our conditionals. Remember, our conditionals is in decisions, and it's the if-then. So I'm going to put it in every frame, and then I want to say if it's less than. So I'm going to grab this, put it right here. We're going to say less than 100. So right here, I'm going to write 100, but I need to go here to motion and get set my distance. So right here, we're going to set my distance where my X equals flame center and my Y equals flame center. So I'm going to quick grab my X and my Y, and then right here on the my, I can go find flame. Okay, let's see what happens. So as long as Boulder is not 100 within flame, he's going to keep walking forward. As soon as he's 100 pixels near him, he should, oh, he keeps going. So let's go look and see if we can get him to go back. I forgot to put in the thing, you guys. So we're going to set my X to 400. I know I forgot something. It's okay, guys. It's okay to make a mistake. I forgot to do the then. And we got to set his center to be 400. So when he gets into less than 100 pixels of flame's body, he will go back to 400. Let's go look at this and see how this really works. So he's just kind of walking. We're waiting for him to get in with 100 of flame's pixels. So we just got to be patient, and he gets closer and closer, and did you see that? He jumped back. Now as we're doing this, we got to take our time, follow directions, and just make mistakes. It's okay to make mistakes. I do it all the time. I just catch them and I fix them. I don't get upset. I just breathe and work through it. As I always let you know, it's okay. Make mistakes. Have fun. And remember, smile, giggle, and wiggle. And I'll talk to you later. Bye.